If you build a city on open land surrounded by the sea on 3 sides and recruit a very powerful army, then you can live like an emperor with 3,000 beauties in your palace and the respect of thousands of people. But although this life is wonderful, it will also attract the attention of other countries. To protect your kingdom, you build a defensive wall around the city with bricks and stones, reaching a height of 15 meters. At certain distances, you also build sword towers. These towers can observe enemy movements from far away and also prevent enemies from digging tunnels at the blind spots of the wall. In the cold weapon era, this kind of defense could stop almost 90% of invading enemies. But this still cannot satisfy your fear of weak defense. So you build another outer wall in front of the main wall. Although this wall is not as tall or thick as the inner wall, it can form a crossfire death trap with the inner wall. When enemies break the first gate and rush into this area, the archers on the walls can attack from both sides. The enemies cannot take care of the front and back and can only be beaten. Besides this, you also dig a huge moat in front of the outer wall. Finally, you build a drawbridge at the city gate that can be raised and lowered freely. In this way, even if the enemy has many siege machines, they can only helplessly push them into the ditch. Of course, the enemy can also use catapults to attack the walls from a distance. But the stone wall, nearly 5 meters thick, is hardly affected by ordinary stones. So using small boats to cross the river becomes the only way to attack. But all of this is under your control. To stop enemies from landing smoothly, you build another low wall on the inside of the moat, only 1.5 meters high. Although this wall is not tall, it can effectively block enemy soldiers from landing. At the same time, it leaves the best attack space for archers and spearmen. For archers, these enemies slowly moving on small boats are basically living targets. After doing all this, congratulations, my friend. You have successfully built one of the strongest castles in the world, Constantinople. Constantinople was the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire. In the cold weapon era, this fortress successfully resisted hundreds of enemy invasions, but in the end, it fell to cannons. In 1453, the Ottoman Empire attacked Constantinople with 80,000 troops. They expected a quick retreat. But the Ottomans broke the rules. They brought their newest weapon, the urban cannon. This cannon had a terrifying caliber of about 700 millimeters. After 2 months of constant bombardment, it finally smashed through the walls that had stood for 1,000 years. This marked the complete fall of the mighty Roman Empire.